thing is, because it's so unusual to have two such young Oscar winners. You know, this is normally something that happens
That's why
later.
we're friends.
Yeah. You're part of an elite club. But the other thing you share is quite short-lived careers in modelling.
Oh, I thought you just said short-lived careers.
Big break. Was it
Where are we going
Vogue,
with this?
Esquire?
I think all of the above.
Talk about your modeling. Talk about it.
Or was it, in fact,
You want me to
and
talk
actually,
about my modeling?
No,
I think he's about to talk about my modelling. It's-
Yeah,
Oh my
no,
God, do you have a
because-
picture? Your sweater has eyeballs.
That was a high point. But I think
my
you can actually
God.
still buy that, and it's the point of that is you can learn to knit it yourself. So you guys can take one of those home and knit it yourself.
Right, so I can buy the sweater, and then I have to do it myself as well.
No. But you still do some modelling, don't you?
Sporadically and very unsuccessfully.
Oh, stop it! You do big brands.
What I did I did a campaign for Burberry, which was very amazing, and I did it a few years ago, and Mario Testino shot it. Oh. And I remember it was when I was just starting out, and in this photograph there was a model and me, an actor, wannabe, and jump for the photograph. And he's literally got the camera there, and he goes, "Okay, so darling, you supermodel, you rock star, Eddie, you movie star, I'm Mario Testino, and 1, 2, 3, go!" But he gets the photos because they're so natural, ones of sort of shock and minor despair and wonder, I think, at the same time.
Because you
don't have my picture.
No, I don't, because...
And I'll tell you why.
Yes, tell us why, because it's a really amazing job to get.
I was an Abercrombie model.
Get in.
Abercrombie & Fitch, ladies and gentlemen, yeah.
Don't make your hoots. Wait till we get to the story.
Preemptive hoots.
So my pictures never came out. I did like the whole campaign, and the pictures never came out, and I didn't know why. And my agent wrote and asked why, and they literally only responded with the photos. Because they, like, their whole, like, idea was, like, we want real people. So they, you know, they, like, got, I don't know, we were, like, on a beach, and then they threw us a football, and they're like, play football. And all the other models were, like, playing football, like, in a pretty way, you know, like, and not me. All of the photos, I've got a red face, covered in sweat, my nostrils are flared, I'm like, no! In the back of a picture. And, like, at one point, a girl yelled, just get her away from me. So... yeah, well, you won't see them in the store, that's for sure.
I don't want to jinx anything, but Eddie Redmayne was here last New Year's Eve. As he left the building, I said, good luck with the Oscars. Only won an Oscar! He won an Oscar, ladies and gentlemen!
Thanks for that, then.
Yeah.
Very generous.
I was right before you ran out when you were introducing him. I realized we had been, like, talking and catching up, and then you were like, an Academy Award winner. I was like, oh my God, I totally forgot. Congratulations! Never talked to you after that.
I know, and again...
Not on purpose.
No. And again, it's weird because you don't want to talk about these things, but you had a bad one. Was it the night you won your Oscar?
The night I won my... Oh, I don't want to talk about that night. I had a whole meltdown.
Okay.
That sounds riveting.
It was a series of things. It was like a birth control confusion, so I was like hormonal. I fell on my face. I forgot to thank the director. So I was just like, what does it all mean? Nothing! I came home crying, and then my friend was like, ordered the wrong pizza. It wasn't thin crust, it was thick crust. I was just like...
I imagine very different scenes in the Redmayne household.
Slightly different.
Oh, really?
Well, basically, I have a plethora of brothers, and their sort of favourite thing is to sort of come... Well, I did this film a couple of years ago called Savage Grace with Julianne Moore.
Keep going quickly.
Disastrous.
No, you left them at come.
What did he say? What?
And it's going to get worse. So I did this film a couple of years ago called Savage Grace, and it was one of the first jobs that I was so proud of. It was with Julianne Moore. It involved incest. I played her son, and she sleeps with him to sort of try and change her sexuality. Anyway, I was so pleased to have got a job. I was so proud of it. And they came to the London Film Festival premiere, and it was only sort of as I was sitting down, surrounded by my family, with all my brothers sitting next to my dad, basically looking at him like this, as I was about to have to do a love scene with my mother in the film just to see what his reaction would be. And basically, that's always their thing. They just sort of sit next to... They see who can get closest to Dad in order to watch what his sort of perilous reaction is going to be.
Ooh. I had to kick my brother out from, like, award season for a little bit because he tried to arm wrestle Matthew McConaughey. He was, like, not into it. It was Winter's Bone. Nobody knew who I was, so he's... And so there was
He took
that.
down McConaughey.
And my mom how is your mom during premieres?
She's pretty good, actually.
She's normal?
But only because I always say to her... I remember we had this amazing experience at the Tony Awards when she came as my date. And I was like, Mum, what happens at these things, I think, is they come up on cameras and they look at your face. So when I don't win, you've got to look... You know, you can't get, you know, really angry. And my mum, I love my mum. She is quite competitive. Anyway, this moment happened and I was nominated for a prize and then I...